What is going on, man? This is Dennis Smith of the Alternate Timeline. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. We're here with an anime reaction. We just finished Solo Leveling about 2 weeks ago, so we got a week off. And I told you at the end of that last reaction that I was gonna jump into Kaiju 8, and that's what I did. So I am deep into Kaiju 8. I wouldn't say too deep, but I started reading the manga. I'm on chapter 24, and I'm really loving the manga so far. I see the hype. I got introduced to the hype a couple months back, and I was like, okay, what is this? Let me look into it. And kind of just started the manga not too long ago, and I'm into it. I'm very into it. I really enjoyed the setup. I don't hate any characters. I like the character relationships. So far it's really good, and I like that the main character, something different is I like that the main character is like a dude, like he's a man. He's not a high school kid. He's like a 30-something-year-old dude, and trying to hang with the youngins, so probably some relatable stuff going on there. But yeah, I'm really enjoying what I've read so far, and I could see why people are excited for the anime, and now I'm excited for the anime. I wonder how far they're gonna get with each episode, and just kind of how they're gonna show off the action and everything. I really got gang vibes, like it's like team vibes, almost like how you would root for like the Black Bulls in Black Clover. Kind of has that feel for me when I was reading it. I was like, okay, this is squad. They forming up to be like the gang that we care about. Everybody, and everybody has like a purpose and plays a role, and but they're competitive with each other and stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I also really dig the goal that our main character has, and why he's doing what he's doing. And then the battles with the kaiju, I'm excited for that. The different skill sets and everything, like these suits that they're gonna be wearing. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. And even the vice captain, I think I'm most excited to see, because I just got to that part in the manga. I'm excited to see him really pull out his power and stuff like that. So yeah, let me stop talking, man. I'm excited. Before we actually dive into it, super smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, the Alternate Timeline. All the socials are in the description below at the Alt Time on Twitter and IG. And then join the Discord. Discord's the biggest thing. If you do anything, join the Discord. Love talking to everybody. We can carry this conversation to the Discord, and that's gonna be if you're wanting to potentially collab with me, do writing on the website or anything like that. Discord is going to be the first place I suggest you go to. That's what's going to get you access to basically me and the TAT gang. So yeah, outside of that, let's jump into it. I'm super excited. If you can't tell, and glad to go on this journey with you all for Kaiju 8. That's all I got. Let's get into it. Kaiju 8 episode is called The Man Who Became a Kaiju. Self-explanatory. I think you understand what that means, what's going to be happening, but let's get into this animation. Location 1, no anomalies. What is like a drone? Oh! Emergency kaiju alert. That thing just took out a ton of people. Just roaming around in the waters like that, like Godzilla. At South District and Central District of Yokohama City. That's crazy. I'm playing Rise of the Ronin right now, and I think you're in Yokohama City. He's a big one. He's a big one. And you just out in the city and you just see that pop up. What would you do? And they're reporting on it and everything. Estimated length 60 meters. Fortitude is 3.5 over. Gotta send the squad out. Look at him. It's like the whole world has just stopped. Okay. Special Kaiju alert for the intimidation attack work. I wonder which division will come. Everybody's just following on their phones. They be doing that in anime now. They be following it. Okay. This homegirl right here. And she ain't playing around. Let me tell you that. Ooh. Oh, they ain't playing. Look at gang. Look at gang. Look at gang. Okay, look at the music. The music very kaiju like, you know? I like that. I like that. Look at this. Damn! Put a hole in your chest. Damn. Damn. Eyes went gray. Dang, that's how you put a kaiju on a t-shirt like that. Put him on a t-shirt. I think what people are gonna really like is the power system, the power levels and stuff. It's based on like how much power you have, but you can like activate in the suit. It's an interesting way they explain it that I can't really explain, but I think the power system, power levels, like you're gonna dig. Kaiju number 8. That's the opening, baby. Uh-huh. He said, wow, it's everywhere. Looks like we'll be working overtime for a while. Let's get to work. Alright. They're all cheering the 3rd division. Gang. They completed the mission with no casualties. Ooh, the silence. I love it. I love that. Right there, that tells you something. Right there. Cleanup duty. Our battle only begins after everything is over. The work that no one cares about. However, this is... Ouch. Our unknown battle against Kaiju. Kafka Hibono. Got drones out there. Okay. They clean up duty. They get the short end of the stick. Clean up duty. Nobody talks about them, but they have an essential job to do. They play a big role, but nobody really talks about them. That's how it is. Uh-oh. Oh, it's like acid. He said, I've had a few injuries like this. Remember to file that workers' comp. Remember to file that workers' compensation, baby. I'm injured. The 3rd division does indeed leave a mess. Yeah, the 3rd division, they just show up, neutralize the target, the kaiju, and they just kill it and leave. And then cleanup comes in. So, different divisions. Damn. Uh-oh. The intestines. He's in charge of the intestines. The higher ups approved it. Just think about what's in there. They gotta blur it out. You will temporarily lose your appetite. Oh, you going to work with a chainsaw. Ah! They just did fart noises and everything. I'm weak. Look at this. Okay. He's at home now, exhausted. That's a day's work right there. He said he can still smell it. Third Division of the Defense Force. Homegirl, Mina Ashiro. That's Captain Mina Ashiro. At the age of 27. These are older people. I like that. I already like that right off the rip. She's killed hundreds of kaiju. Oh, we getting a flashback, and this is important. This is important. Let's eliminate all the kaiju together. That's his flashback. Her calmness and dignified appearance have made her become the most popular captain. Why I wind up on this side of things. The cleaning is also an important job in helping people. Facts, facts, facts. I live in a nice room, eat the food I like. Isn't that enough? Kafka. Ichikawa, a part-time student who will be working. He's determined to join the defense force. This guy dreamed of that too, but he gave up on it a long time ago. He's become a veteran. Ichikawa. I know a couple Ichikawas in anime. Oh, he said why? Oh, why did you give up? Tried hard in his own way, but there's always someone better. When you get older, you'll understand. He said, I don't understand. I will never give up. Look at that look in his eye. That he don't want to understand either. He's just so cunning. No matter how I answer, it make me look miserable. Is giving up really that bad? Kafka and the newbie together on the intestines. They say you're too good at it, so that's why they send him there. Although he complains, he still works diligently. If he had passed the exam, he would have been a good officer. They keep showing the. They blurring it out. Yeah, your first day at work. He said you only brought a bento for lunch? So he don't have much of an appetite. That makes sense. Take that. Yeah, need that multivitamin B. Take these two. Them nose plugs. This job looks so miserable. It's hilarious. Look at this shit, man. Look at their faces, like. Oh man. Cleanup duty on the intestines specifically. That's awful. Alright, another day's work done. The worst part should have been cleaned up by now. Okay, here we go. Think some shit about to happen. Senpai. Yeah. Thanks to your help, I was able to get through the first day.
Arigatou gozaimashita.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
それだけっす。
Why they gave him the red cheeks?
それから
Also,
33歳
the age limit for Defense Force recruitment
防衛隊の募集
has been relaxed to 33 years old.
少子化の煽りだとか
It's due to the effect of declining birth rate.
人生ですし勝手ですけどしてる時
When you talked about giving up, you looked sad.
いやマジで
So, well, I don't really care what you do. If I misunderstood, you can just give up. Goodbye, Ichikawa.
ありがとな
Thank you.
お前思ってたより全然
Better person than I thought.
だからそんなんじゃないって
Oh hell nah.
先輩
Nah, that was crazy. No, that shit scared me when I was reading it. I was like, nah. That's why I say, here we go. Here we go. Let's lock in, because I'm just about to pop off. A Yoju. Man, look at Senpai saving him. Leave as fast as you can. Man, look at this thing. Call the Defense Force. Don't you want to become a Defense Force officer? How can you die here? Respect going up. Let's go, Kafka. Let's go, Kafka. Damn. Athlete. Over there. Hell nah. Out the window with it. Ouch. Flashback. Okay, Kafka, you look at the athlete. Getting up there in age, but he's still an athlete. I like to see. Ain't up duty, but we still an athlete. Your home, my home, and the school. I won't forgive the Kaiju. I was so close to finishing my Pokemon game. They drop a Pokemon reference. We love that. Pokemon that is awesome. That is awesome. Drop the Pokemon bar. I love it. He said I was so close to finishing my Pokemon game. That is awesome. Which is monster catching monsters. Technically, Pokemon are monsters, Pokemon monsters. So interesting they put the Pokemon in there in a Kaiju like that. I love the Pokemon drop. That is fire. Like now I want to go play Pokemon. I want to play Pokemon and watch Pokemon after this now. Determined. I want to become a defense officer. Defense Force officer. He said, what nonsense are you spouting, you little kid? She said, you're a primary school student. Look at the look. Let's compete to see who can become the coolest officer. Let's eliminate all the Kaiju together. Okay? Damn, still on that ass. Still on that ass. So what about this Kaiju? I must attack its legs. Hit its legs. Dang. Why has it come to this? Damn. Dang, his leg got messed up. Jesus. Oh. Okay, Ichikawa. Oh shit. Bruh, he was dead ass in the mouth of this damn kaiju. That's crazy. That was wild. That was wild. Bro was done for. That was crazy. You saw the teeth pass his face like that? Oh my god. That was crazy. He already called the defense force. If I were to abandon you, I would never become an officer. Talk to him. How can I be so useless? Nothing has changed at all. Whether it's my game console or a friend's cat. Okay. Okay. Damn. Okay, so that's how they're animating this. I was wondering. Target has been eliminated. Our team will switch to the rescue. Ooh. I love the music. With the tiger too? Nah, she badass. She badass. And look at him. Looking like death. The sounds are really nice. The little music, the eerie music a little bit, and then the it's like almost like a subwoofer in the background you can hear with the almost like a plane or a helicopter, excuse me, like a helicopter hovering like right above you. Interesting. I like everything that I'm hearing. Yeah, she took that kaiju out. Shots fired. Mina is really amazing. She killed something so scary in an instant. But yeah, she's the badass. The childhood friend is the badass now. When the kaiju appeared, if you hadn't told me to run, you hadn't saved me, I would have been dead by now. He said, "You're so cool." He didn't want to say it, but he said it. Yeah, man. Ichikawa at first, we're like, this little brat here, he young and he really ambitious and stuff like that. But now he done been in the field a little bit. He gained some respect for Kafka. So we love Ichikawa. We love Ichikawa. You really should be a defense force officer. But that's your own choice. Has nothing to do with me. Appreciate you, Ichikawa. You really are a good person. Although I don't think giving up is a bad thing. It's not good to deceive myself. Oh, nah. The silence. Huh? Oh, found him. So are you hurting? Oh shit. Ah shit. It? Huh? He said it's me. He tried to convince him. Hell nah. Hell nah. Look at old man back there. Notify the defense force. Run. Hell nah. That's the first episode. The man who became a kaiju. Yup. Okay, that's the first episode. Okay, here's something at the end here. You encounter a kaiju. First, you should attack its legs, then tie it up to immobilize it. Okay? It's a bit scary. She was the one scared, now she the badass. When the time comes, I will be by your side. Okay. She said liar. She's thinking about him too now. Kaiju was spotted at Yokohama General Hospital? Hi. She on the way. I'll dispatch the officers immediately and exterminate it. Okay. Alright, so we got that far in episode 1. Okay. I'm trying to think like, okay, what's next? But yeah. Again, that's episode 1, The Man Who Became a Kaiju. And at the end there, I'm gonna go straight to the end, like seeing that little kaiju thing, that little monster, and like it radiated something that started speaking. That was something that wasn't like I didn't really catch in the manga, but that was interesting. That's what caught me off guard. I was like, oh, like what's like radiating that red, whatever that is, and then started speaking like that. Like we found him. Now it's like, okay, where did that come from? Why was it looking for Kafka specifically? Now I have questions because I don't think I don't have those answers from what I read in the manga yet either. So now I have questions. I'm interested to see like where does that come from. That's a whole other side of this that I haven't really thought of while reading. So now it's like, okay, something sent that thing out there to track Kafka down specifically. Why Kafka? That's the first episode. Yeah, you see what it's like. Big kaijus terrorizing the city like Godzilla, you know, and you got the Special Defense Force squad that shows up and they handle business. You see how they move, how they operate, and then we meet our main character. After all of that is over, he's on cleanup duty. Specifically, they tell him to clean up the intestines part. That is what he's good at, apparently. He's somebody that can handle that. It takes I think it's important to note, it takes a strong-minded person to handle that part of a kaiju, right? And cleanup duty. So right there off the bat, you can tell like he's strong-willed. Like he got the mental fortitude to like handle things. He approaches things like a grown man that he is. So we have that. He meets Ichikawa, who they're just kind of like putting him on that cleanup duty, kind of just training, but he's going to try for the defense force as well. And he's kind of the really eager and determined younger guy, 27 years old, that wants to prove himself, and looks at Kafka like, why did you give up? I don't really care, but I'm never gonna give up, all that kind of stuff. And then Kafka like thinking over like why, he kind of reminisces on like why he gave up. He doesn't think it's all that bad and stuff like that. And I think that kind of hit with me. Like this show's gonna be a little bit relatable to me. Like it hit with me because I think that one of the hardest things I've ever did was stop playing football. I hate to say quit because I don't want to be like I quit that, but I stopped playing football when I was at University of Kentucky after my second year. I had a coaching change, I had to prove myself over again, and I didn't want to be somebody that was just on the team. I want to be like, oh, I play football for Kentucky. Like I didn't want to be that person. I wanted to play, and I believe I could, but just didn't get that opportunity. So my opportunities just kept getting dimmer and dimmer, and just it was the hardest decision I've ever made in my life. Felt like I was letting some people down, and that's something that kind of sticks with me, that will forever stick with me in my life. And I try not to look at it as like a bad thing. Just wasn't in the cards for me, right? So I kind of look at that the same way with what Kafka is going through. Like that's why that hit on me a little bit, like the way he thinks about it. not being where he thought he would be when he was growing up. Me growing up thought I'm gonna go to NFL, like I'm gonna do this. So that part kind of hits home with me a little bit. So you have that. You get some backstory of who the girl is, the badass that shows up. She's a high-ranking officer. You see that, and she's out in the news. Everybody knows her. She's like the hero of the town. She comes and neutralizes these kaiju, and so she's got the popularity. And then he's where he's at. Nobody like knows him. He's on the cleanup squad, and he keeps thinking about like, oh, we're gonna be right next to each other, killing these kaiju, because apparently back in their day, kaiju came and destroyed their home, terrorized where they were living, their peace, and all that kind of stuff. So, kind of have two sides. You got elite in the public eye, beloved by everybody, and then just like a forgotten guy. They both had the same goal, one achieved theirs. So yeah, he's battling that right now. You'll see how that unfolds, obviously, but he's battling that, and then a kaiju shows up during cleanup duty. He said a yoju, I think he said a yoju. And it was scary looking, popped right out of the ground and was about to eat Ichikawa. And then Kafka, kicks in. He got instincts. As you can see, he kind of an athlete and he got instincts. So he kicks homeboy out the way. He saves him like twice and he tells him, yo, go make a call for the defense force squad. And I'm gonna hold him off. And Ishikawa thinks about it until he leaves. And then Kafka holds him off for as long as he can, jumps out the window. Cool scene right there. But this thing is on his ass, has him cornered, has him on the ground. It's going to eat him. And it was crazy that the way that was animated, where like his teeth, his mouth he's literally in this kaiju's mouth on the ground. Like the teeth like pass his face and stuff. I thought that was dope. And then here comes Ichikawa, came back with, I think it was like a shovel or something. Smacked the shit out. He smacked the shit out of that kaiju. And then the defense force showed up. Homegirl showed up, Mina, and took care of business. You see kind of how their weapons work a little bit on the kaiju, just kind of blowing holes right through the kaiju, basically, with the big guns. They're in the hospital. Ichikawa's thanking him. They got the blinds next to each other, beds next to each other, but a blind in between, right? And Ichikawa's been kind of telling like, yo, like they moved the age limit to like 33. Like, bro, you should do this, but I don't care. Like, you should sign up to be part of the defense force, but I don't care. So he's trying to talk him into that. But then Kafka's like, he's kind of getting on board, right? And then out of nowhere, little monster thing talks. It's like, I found him. Basically crawls down his mouth, down his throat, which is awful to say, but can't really avoid what happened. That's what happened. The monster basically goes into Kafka, and while Ichikawa is like, kind of, what the hell's going on? Opens the thing, and he's in his kaiju form, and that was crazy. He looks great, and yeah, it's we on and popping. One thing I really enjoy about the manga, which is why it's an easy read to me, because the pace of it is very good. There isn't a lot of waste so far. There's not a lot of wasted pages, wasted like little stories or anything like that. There's not anything wasted. Not to shit on this at all, but the first thing that I started reading was Demon Slayer, which I need to get back to, but and I'm caught up on the anime. We react to it, but it had a lot of not wasted, but just like slower parts. Reading Kaiju 8 feels like there's not many slow moments, or if there is, it's like followed by a some real nice action. Things feel intense while you're reading it, so I really like the pace of it. And I'm guessing and I'm hoping that the pace of the anime is going to be similar. Like, it's just going to be pretty fast paced. Things are going to be happening in every episode. Hopefully. I'm sure you know how anime is, though. I'm sure you're going to get some slower episodes. You gotta spend your money wisely, I'm sure. So yeah, so he's in his kaiju form. There's now I have that interest of, okay, where did that monster come from? Why was it targeting Kafka? And I think that's something to keep in mind. And that's basically how it ends. And it ends with, because they called the defense force is after him. And that cuts to the end where Mina's in her bathtub, and she gets the call. But before the call, she's thinking about, the past with Kafka. Being like, okay, we're going to kill Kaiju together. He's like, you're a liar. Like, you liar. You're not with me. You're not standing right here with me fighting Kaiju. So she knows who he is. I'm sure she's very aware of where he is and things like that. They kind of keep track with each other a little bit. So, but she set out to find this Kaiju who is Kafka, basically. So that's where we left off. That is it. I'm very excited for what's next and just the journey and the story. I believe the setup is very nice. The character relationships are awesome, and the characters that you're going to meet are going to be pretty cool. And you're gonna. I think it may be easy to fall in love with the team that we're gonna be seeing. So yeah, stick around. Thank you for tuning in. This is Dennis Smith, the alternate timeline. Super smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, follow the socials in the description below, join the Discord. And comment what you thought of this episode. I thought it was a banger. Let me know your thoughts, and we'll see y'all in the next episode. Peace.